I got your wig, ho. Ha ha. You're mad. Miss Wig. I got your wig, ho. I got your wig, ho. Miss Wigiana. I got your wig, ho.
In a public setting with people that we don't know, that you have zero evidence to support, it's salacious, it's slanderous. Your intent by that comment is to embarrass me.
No.
No. What is your intent? What are you trying to accomplish? What are you trying to accomplish by your comment? Tell me.
Well, let me tell you, because I get loud too.
I never personally attacked Larsa.
I still can't get over what Larsa said the other night at Alexia's event.
I never judge you, but you know what you said to me? Into my face. And you said, I had to know who you were before I invited you to my house.
I couldn't even really react in the moment because I was just so caught off guard by how ridiculous and outlandish her comment was.
I was just trying to get to know you. It wasn't about passing judgment at all.
I get it, but I heard crazy things about you.
But then the more I thought about it, I was just like, she's so ridiculous. Like, what she said was hurtful. I've worked so hard, and for her to just be so cavalier and reckless with her
lies.
Before I met you, I have a lot of friends from Miami that know you. And literally, they told me you were married to a guy that was literally a school teacher, I think, right?
Yeah, back in the day, yeah.
Yeah, and he was broke. And as soon as you met this guy that you're with now, Anthony, you were gone for the win just because he was successful and he was rich.
Honestly, she has zero respect for what I've accomplished because she has no idea what it is to work for something, because everything that she's done in her life has been on the backs of somebody else.
Yeah, literally. I don't want her wrecking anyone else's home, all right? I'm not saying she's a home wrecker, but you know.
You can't do that and kind of sell pictures of your body.
You don't bring up, oh, you had a child out of the wedlock, because I think it's just so hypocritical, especially in your case, Larsa, you know, with all my respect. Why? You judging her life choices. Nobody judges you.
I didn't judge
and
her.
And it says
I
a woman who
welcomed her
sells
into my
her
home.
half-naked picture of her butt for $5 a pop.
Well, that's my whole point, right? Like, she has no boundaries. There's no moral compass guiding this person. Like, she will say and do whatever to deflect off of her own insecurities.
Hi. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks. Nicole sent me something.
Nicole?
Yeah.
The only feasible way to react to something so ridiculous is to just reflect it right back on them. I literally chose to reflect it right back at her.
Ooh, invitation. To where? I hope I get one.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fake one of all? But you're fake. Take a good look.
What?
With you, but just
Moving forward when you're like, oh, by the way, you're fake.
I just see how you are sometimes. I'm so confused. What is
fake? The fakest one of all. Take a good look. I see who you are. Do you?
Get it? See yourself?
I get it.
I think Larsa, maybe because of her life and being in the spotlight and whatnot, she's a little jaded and she takes things very personal. You know, like almost too personal, like normal things that one should probably just let slide off. It's like a dagger to her. And she takes that and then just like comes at you with like a machete, you know, like it could be something really silly. Like, oh, Larsa, that shirt's not that cute. Or like, you know, like, I don't like the way that shirt looks. And then it's like, something like crazy personal, like your husband, and like, oh, what? I just said I don't like your shirt. Like, why are we talking about my husband? You know, like, so it's like, I think Gertie says it fine. Like, you come with a pencil and she comes with like a shotgun, you know? And so I just feel like she's very reactive, and that makes a small argument escalate exponentially.
You know what? I feel like this season for me was really about bonding with the women and just basically being open to new relationships.
I didn't get that memo.
Well, wait, by the way, you didn't reciprocate that to me. But I feel like in general, I love you, but you know me, I love you. But I feel like in life, like relationships and bonding and growing every day for me was like really important. And this season for me, you know, was based on like learning who my real friends are.
How can you welcome her like that with this thing
No,
that's going on?
I feel like she's never invited me to one thing. She invited everyone here on her private
Larsa,
island.
me either.
I had to
One at a time. One at a time.
She literally invited everyone here, you guys, on her private plane except me. I was the only one left off the text message.
And she disinvited you somewhere else as well.
And she disinvited me. So it's like, how can we be friends when you
said my plane was too small.
Oh, well, when I wasn't invited, what else was I going to say? Like, she uninvited me to her engagement party. She didn't invite me here, you guys, to New York, knowing she kind of needed me to be here. So it's like...
Speaking of that I know how you feel about women. I honestly was disappointed on Saturday night on Nicole's engagement party. We had a man in the group that was disrespecting me.
How? I was sitting next to him. I don't think he was... No, but he was sitting next to him. I heard what he was saying. I think he was very quiet, very polite.
It's called a jackpot.
All right, I propose a toast.
Toast? All right.
Yep, a toast to people minding their bloody business.
He came into the group. He's like, I would show her the paper if she knew how to read.
I can prove it to you.
I can prove it. Sure. Can you read?
Sorry?
Do you need glasses? Can you read?
So you heard that comment, because I actually even looked at you.
Because it was dark.
First of all, you're talking to a woman, so please respect me. Because I'm not disrespecting you, okay? I could give it. I wiped this like in my butt. I don't care. I'm not dating you. I don't care.
Adriana, it wasn't the place, the time. We were at an engagement party.
Why are you so aggressive?
Because he's a doctor and he felt like his reputation was on the
Why
line.
does it come out in Miami-Dade public records that he's still married? Here you go. Where it says that you're married.
You didn't know me.
Yeah, of course. You know, it says it here. He's married. The guy's married.
And the fact that I had been spreading rumors that he was a married man and all that.
You did.
Same situation that I had like with Adriana, with the divorce papers, yet I looked it up on miamidade.gov. So if you maybe keep there's on, like a lag, or maybe there's like an explanation or something that like can make it right. I already got the explanation. I already saw what we didn't do. Okay. We didn't go all the way to the bottom. The guy is divorced.
You should apologize for this slander.
Me apologize? Ay, por favor. You're crazy. Never. It's never gonna happen. It's never slander.
I want to ask a question about defamation of character.
Ask your husband. Listen, ask your husband about defamation of character.
It doesn't matter. You're wasting it.
I don't want you. Whoa. She's paying for his time, and that's a dumbass question.
I'm sorry, sir. How much money do you charge an hour?
We're not doing.
I play the fan. Oh yeah, $500, $700 an hour. I'm not gonna waste it with this stupidity.
Michael, you know what? I'm sorry. Nicole, stop.
Sit down.
Oh my God. I'm sorry.
No.
These friendships are so established, like the OG friendships, like 20 years, 15 years, 12 years. And here we are, like having known the girls for like 2 years, trying to come in and infiltrate and find our place. And it's hard, like it's hard to find our footing in the group. But I think we do a much better job, obviously, this season in developing the friendships and the dynamics. And people are much more comfortable, which means that we speak our minds more freely, for better or for worse.
You didn't go to law school, so stop talking.
No, whatever, Nicole. Okay, whatever.
Oh my God, should I bring out a little violin and play it for you?
Whatever. Where are you at right now, mentally?
Right now, I'm stuck.
Never been single for more than like a couple weeks.
No, he's told me himself, and I know this is like his next move, is to try to get some kind of order for me to get out of the house.
Would you hook up with Lenny if you just wanted to hook up right now? Yes, you would. I know you're a hoe and you're horny.
I'm not gonna go and get a rental so he can say, hey.
So he can move back into the house.
Right, so he can move back in.
Right.
With
the girl.
With whoever, and then my kids are there. And then I went to the girl and I said, why are you doing this? Why are you so evil? Why are you such a homewrecker? Why are you destroying my family? And she looked at me and she licked her lips. Like that.
Oh my God.
She licked her lips.
Oh.
Yeah.
And now my kids have to see that. So I'm not just gonna leave and go get a rental.
Is he coming in and out of the house?
He's coming
How's
in
he
and out of
treat
the
you when
house.
he's there?
You don't care about the children whatsoever. If you did, you wouldn't be doing this. Me?
He's never really treated you as an equal in the relationship.
No.
It's always been he had the money, he had the power.
Kind of feel like, I think you're very optimistic and you wanted to work on your relationship, but I kind of feel like he was at a point where he was like mean at sometimes, like when I was around. I just didn't feel like he was like a good husband at times.
You have so many things to be grateful for and so many things to look forward to. You have your children. You have friends. You have so many things in your life that you should get up every day. And the first thing you should do is I am going to give thanks for all the good things that I have in my life today.
I personally love the moment in the trailer where you are going to town on that piñata and Alexia is like, pretend it's Lenny. Tell me about the aggression you kind of felt as Lisa's friend watching everything that Lenny put her through.
Like, no one expected this. Everybody thought that there was like little issues, but nobody thought it was this bad, right? Like nobody thought they were going to get a divorce, and it just unfolds right in front of us. Like, so we're watching her break down. We're watching her find out about this other woman. And it's incredibly hard to see someone so sweet and kind like Lisa hurting. And so we're all like, it's a whirlwind of emotions. We're sad, we're pissed, we're angry, we want to protect her. So it's hard. It was really hard to watch her go through that.
I feel a lot of things in the court documents that are getting leaked and published are a lot of Lenny saying a lot of things. And of course, the viewers and all of us are sort of like, where is the truth in this? Like the Halloween party that he threw, he said that you brought 2 men that you were seeing. Is there merit to that? Or
there's no truth to that whatsoever. And honestly, even if I was dating, that's my own private business. Yeah. Like, why would somebody that left me for someone else even comment on something like that? After months later, when he's fully in a relationship, it's untrue. And I don't know, it's just untrue.
It's not easy to be traded in for a newer model, and then to go out and then see your still husband with somebody else. It's a lot to take in.
I was completely blindsided by what happened to me mid-season. Everything was great in the beginning. Yeah. So again, you have to tune in, but it's really interesting to see somebody go through that. Like I still can't believe it.
What was your take on the whole Lenny and Lisa divorce?
That really affected me because I have a friendship with Lisa and Lenny. And a few months prior, we were in Aspen skiing together and having dinner. And so to me, I'm so disappointed in him, the way he handled it. Yes, I mean, you don't have to, stay in love with a person or stay in a bad marriage if you're not happy or whatnot. But just the way that he handled it, and I was really surprised because, he's already like in his, mid-50s, and not that age has anything to do with it because I'm there too, and everybody's entitled, to be happy and feel good. But I thought he had everything.
Same stuff it's always been, I do anything I want, whenever I want, and you stay home and go to work and come back.
We definitely probably haven't 100% recovered. He's my family. Affair. From this, it wasn't an emotional affair because the person involved is not capable of being emotional. But we had our own issues, and that's what led to that. We were going through things, not being able to have a child. Yeah. I was also guilty, not having a child seriously at one point. I was going out a lot. He threatened me to, if I kept going out and staying out late and being hanging out with my friends and not taking our marriage seriously and taking better care of him, that it would lead to a divorce.
You discussed it a lot? All the time.
So how exactly did you find out that Lenny was having an emotional affair, and why were you so convinced it never became physical?
Ooh, good question.
Ooh. Wow, this is a topic I don't love to address, obviously, because I don't want to give it any more power than it already has. We were already separated. We were going through a difficult time. We were trying to have children. It wasn't happening. So we were separating just because we were having a really hard time, conceiving a child. And then he strayed.
No.
Why? Because I've only been cheating on all I really care about.
What was your reaction when you saw it? We were all kind of waiting for you to see that.
Oh, you guys are waiting for me to see?
Well, I mean,
it was a lot.
It was a lot.
Devastated, shocked. I feel hurt. I feel that the person I've been with for 15 years doesn't care about me at all. I really didn't ever think that someone I considered my family and the father of my children would just turn around and throw me away. I don't want a camera right now. I need a second.
She's family law, and we were really all asking questions that pertain to family law.
I don't want you. I don't want you. Whoa. She's paying for his time.
But he went to law school. I mean, he knows defamation.
But so did she. She looked it up on Google, and she's married to an attorney like you, Anthony.
Ask your husband. Listen, ask your husband about defamation of character.
Everybody knows what defamation of character is.
Exactly, but so maybe it was important for someone that was there. Maybe they didn't know about it.
Let me address what I have a problem with, okay? Not that you asked that question. You have the wrong field.
You didn't go to law school, so stop talking.
Ask your husband.
But the fact that you went to your purse and you went to go get your Black American Express card, you're a professional, Nicole. That was not professional.
Nicole, stop.
Sit down. Oh my God, are you? I'm sorry.
No.
What do they have for dessert here? Chocolate?
I'm hoping like guava cheesecake or something like that.
I'm trying to process all the details because I'm just trying to figure out, for example, if everybody was asking random questions or it was all about the lawyer and the divorce in my house and my home, whatever, and then this came out of left field.
Speaking of that I know how you feel about women. I honestly was disappointed on Saturday night at Nicole's engagement party. We had a man in the group that was disrespecting me.
How? I was sitting next to him. I don't think he was... No, but he was sitting next to him. I heard what he was saying. I think he was very quiet, very polite.
It's called a jackpot.
All right, I propose a toast.
A toast? All right.
Yep, a toast to people minding their bloody business.
He came into the group. He's like, I would show her the paper if she knew how to read.
I can prove it to you.
I can prove it. Sure. Can you read?
Sorry?
Whoa.
So you heard that comment because I actually even looked at you.
Because it was dark.
First of all, you're talking to a woman, so please respect me. Because I'm not disrespecting you, okay? I could give I wiped this like in my butt. I don't care. I'm not dating you. I don't care.
Adriana, it wasn't the place, the time we were at an engagement party.
Why are you so aggressive?
Because he's a doctor and he felt like his reputation was on the
Why
line.
does it come out in Miami-Dade public records that he's still married? Here you go. Where it says that you're married.
You didn't know me.
Yeah, of course. You know, it says it here. He's married. The guy's married.
And the fact that I had been spreading rumors that he was a married man and all that.
You did.
Same situation that I had like with Adriana, with the divorce papers, yet I looked it up on miami-dade.gov. So if you
maybe there's like a lag, or maybe there's like an explanation or something that like can make it.
Right, I already got the explanation. I already saw what we didn't do. Okay. We didn't go all the way to the bottom. The guy is divorced.
You should apologize for this slander.
Me apologize? Ay, por favor. You're crazy. Never. It's never going to happen. It's never slander.
Alexia, we'll send him some flowers, and we're sorry for upsetting your household. Does he like chocolates?
Oh, you're an attorney too.
I am.
He doesn't plaster billboards across and fix leaky pipes.
You're a fellow attorney, and this is your attitude.
Because he doesn't work for a law firm. He works for a firm of three.
It's like, because you know what, the doctors
do it broken how?
Okay,
he
was
wants
very
to know who you are,
Okay.
and then he told me that's why you work in a law firm of three people.
Who works in a law firm with three
Offensive.
people?
You do.
I have 187 employees. What are you talking
Employees,
about?
3 lawyers. So he works for a big law firm. It's offensive. It's
I have
offensive.
45 lawyers.
I understand the whole thing.
You want me to send him chocolates?
You should stay out of it because the conversation's
That's
not
why
for
you're
you.
both the same. I'm sorry. That's why instead of correcting her and saying this, that's offensive.
You're going to send a grown-ass man flowers and chocolates? What's wrong with you?
You were on the first season, but then you left, right? What made you decide, okay, I actually will come back and rejoin the cast?
I feel like when I was on, it was 12 years ago, I was like married. My kids were really young. It was hard and it was challenging because my ex didn't really want me to be on the show. So fast forward, I came back to the show because my kids are older. I feel like I'm in Miami. I figured why not just do the show.
What's been the biggest difference from the first time you were on to present day being on the show? What's been the biggest difference in terms of your experience?
I feel like when I was on the show before, I was really like a housewife.
I was married for 23 years. I've always had sex like 4 times a night.
4 times a night?
At night. Yeah, so 3 times a week is
Hold
nothing.
on. You're telling me you had sex
Yes.
4 times a night when you were married?
I had sex 4 times a night every night. I never had a day off for 23 years.
Wait, hold on, what?
Now, I was dead wrong, and I want to say Marcus Jordan is here too, and I love Marcus. All right,
Marcus, we want you to talk sometime.
Yeah, he's like, no, but
Marcus Jordan. The dating rumors started in September. At the time, you said you guys were just friends, and then it was revealed when you said on Valentine's Day that he was your forever Valentine. Are you guys in love?
I think so. We're in a really good place.
Yeah. How do you describe it?
I feel like a lot of people think that we've known each other our whole lives, which we have not.
Well, he's 16 years younger, so that's not possible.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Well, I feel like we literally just met at a party 4 years ago.
Oh, really?
And we were just friends.
Because we all lived in Chicago. And
yeah.
When did you meet him?
4 years ago.
4 years. Where?
At a party. Like an LA party.
Did you know who he was at the time?
Well, yeah. We have a lot of mutual friends. And so we're kind of in the same circle. So we've been around each other for like the last 4 years.
So you're at a party, and did someone introduce you? How did you connect?
Yeah, we were at a party, and they were like, oh, you know Marcus Jordan. I was like, oh, hey. And so we became friends. We both kind of grew up from, we're both from Chicago. Yeah. So I feel like we have a lot in common, like a lot of common ground, like.
Even with the age difference, and I don't say that, I don't want to say it flippantly, because age difference, men get able to date people 30 years younger in some cases without judgment. He's 16 years younger. Other than the Bulls, like, what do you have in common?
We have everything in common.
Really?
Well, I've dated guys that were a lot older than me. Scotty is 10 years older than me.
Scotty's 10 years older than me.
Yeah, so I don't really view age as, you're mature, you're not immature. I don't feel like that determines if you're mature or not. Well, I feel like if you can drink at 21, you can go to war at 18. Like, there's different circumstances that I feel like age doesn't really determine your level of maturity.
I think the age for most people, if we're being honest, that's secondary. The bigger thing is where you are a beautiful woman.
Thank you.
And you could date anybody you wanted to date. Why would you date Michael Jordan's son, knowing that it's been pretty clear that Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan didn't have this relationship people thought, and certainly don't have it now? Scottie has come out publicly and said that this documentary that was produced by Michael Jordan made him, he says, I was nothing more than a prop. His best teammate of all time. He called me. He couldn't have been more condescending if he tried.
I can't basically explain how someone else feels. That's how Scotty feels. He has a right to the way he feels. Yeah. I personally don't really care about what, other people, how he, I feel like I live my truth. I'm happy. I feel like we get along. He's my best friend. And so
Marcus is your best friend.
Yeah, I feel like we have a lot in common.
But as I was saying, you could date anybody in the world. Why date Michael Jordan's son?
I didn't plan it like that. It wasn't like it was planned like that. I think we were just together a lot with our friends, and it just so happened. It wasn't like something I planned. You got to remember, I feel like for me being, married to someone that was an athlete or whatever, it's really hard. You get scrutinized a lot. People don't think you should have a life once you get divorced. They think once you're divorced, you're done. And I feel like I've overcome so many different obstacles because I feel like I should have love. I should be able to date who I want. I should be able to live happy and go, just go wherever I want to go and not be judged every time I'm seen with someone. We actually met at a party 4 years ago, and I feel like a lot of people want to spin things like, oh, they've known each other their whole life. And I'm like, by the way, we did not. I just met him 4 years ago. When his dad and Scotty played together, they were not together. His mom and dad were not together. I was in college, we missed each other. We missed that little era. I feel like a lot of people don't understand that, I didn't know him. I just met him a few years ago.
Okay.
I never met him before.
Okay.
I was with Scotty the very last year that he played with Michael.
Oh.
And Michael and his wife were going through a divorce. I never met his wife. I never met his kids.
Okay.
So it's we were friends. We met 4 years ago. We were friends. We have mutual friends. So we were in the same group a lot. And it's funny because I was trying to set him up with all my friends.
Wait a minute, what?
Marcus had his own goal.
Literally.
Really?
Yeah.
And he was like, nah, I don't want them. I want you.
I was literally like telling all my friends in Miami, I'm like, you gotta make like, make time to meet him. He's so cute.
Did he ever go on any dates with any of your friends?
No.
Good job.
What he was doing.
No, but I
Good job.
literally was like, I would hype him up to all my friends. I'm like, he's a great guy. You should date him. You guys, he's coming to town. He's coming to Miami. You guys should hang out.
He probably was making up excuses.
Guys are
and-
so sneaky.
Yeah.
Marcus, was this your goal, like in your head?
No, there was no goal. We're like best friends.
We really are. We just have fun together. I feel like we have a lot of like similarities. We're both from Chicago. We both love basketball. We both love business stuff. We're both very, very family oriented.
Does Scotty Jr. get any crap from his teammates about this?
No, I feel like my kids are really good. Like
Have they hung out with Marcus?
Yes.
And what's that like?
They like him.
So, have you hung out with Marcus's family at all?
Yes.
Have you hung out with Michael?
I mean, I don't really want to talk about like, I want to talk about Marcus and I. I feel like I'm more comfortable talking about Marcus and I.
I feel like it's like we have a lot of similar things, like upbringings.
So when did things shift? When was it like, well, forget my friends?
And how did you know? Like, oh, wait a minute.
We honestly were hanging out as friends, and then like the more and more we spent time together, it was just like inevitable.
Sparks was flying.
I know.
Yeah, but it
That's
wasn't
the best thing when you start off as friends, though. I'm gonna be honest. I always feel like in relationships, y'all should be friends first before anything, and I feel like that really sets the foundation.
No, it really does. And I'm like lucky I get to hang out with my best friend.
Because I know on Real Housewives, they were trying to act like you weren't being honest.
But that's the thing. You know what? I think like a lot of times publicly people think that there's like more to the story.
Because sometimes there is.
But like in this case, there wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, really? We're just friends. We're just like friends. We're just hanging out. And like we lived in 2 different states. So it wasn't like, you know what I mean? It wasn't like we were together all the time. But when they would see us together, they would always be like, oh, they're together. I'm like, by the way, that's not what it was.
Right.
Until they saw that kissing photo and they're like, okay,
here we go.
They're not just friends anymore.
I mean, everything happens for a reason, I guess.
If Michael Jordan's ex-wife started dating Scotty Jr., don't you think you might
No,
be
I wouldn't
like...
care. If my son was happy, I wouldn't care.
I'm really making the effort because
Thank
I
you.
want us to be in a good place. Again, the last time we saw each other was in New York. We had both said hurtful things to each other.
That I know how you feel about women. I honestly was disappointed on Saturday night at Nicole's engagement party. We had a man in the group that was disrespecting me.
How? I was sitting next to him. I don't think he was. No, but he was sitting next to him. I heard what he was saying. I think he was very quiet, very polite.
It's called a jackpot.
All right, I propose a toast.
Toast?
Yeah, a toast to people minding their bloody business.
He came into the group. He's like, I would show her the paper if she knew how to read.
I can prove it to you.
I can prove it. Sure. Can you read?
Sorry?
Do you need glasses? Can you read?
So you heard that comment because I
Because it
actually
was
even
dark.
looked at you.
Because it was dark. First of all, you're talking to a woman, so please respect me. Because I'm not disrespecting you, okay? I could give a... I wipe this like in my butt. I don't care. I'm not dating you. I don't care.
Adriana, it wasn't the place, the time. We were at an engagement party.
Why are you so aggressive? Because he's a doctor and he felt like his reputation was on the line. Why does it come out in Miami-Dade public records that he's still married? Here you go. Where it says that you're married.
You didn't know me.
Yeah, of course. You know, it says it here. He's married. The guy's married.
And the fact that I had been spreading rumors that he was a married man and all that.
You did.
Same situation that I had like with Adriana, with the divorce papers, yet I looked it up on miamidade.gov. So if you
maybe
keep
there's
on,
like a lag or maybe there's like an explanation or something that like can make it.
Right, I already got the explanation. I already saw what we didn't do. We didn't go all the way to the bottom. The guy is divorced.
You should apologize for this slander.
Me apologize? Ay, por favor. You're crazy. Never. It's never gonna happen. It's never slander.
I always respected you.
And I've never to you as well. That's
Exactly.
why I was like, I don't know what this is coming from, but I don't like it.
I don't like it.
You don't like it either,
I
so
don't.
that's why we're here
Because
today.
when I hurt you, inadvertently or not, it hurts me back. And I believe you feel the same.
The same, yeah. Words, I'm human. You cut me, I'm gonna bleed. I find it like I'm holding myself accountable and responsible to get all the girls together.
I'm so proud of you for that.
I think that, enough time has gone by, and I felt like hosting a party.
With everybody?
With all of you. Yes, how about that?
All of us in the group.
Yeah, drinking and anger.
Okay, well, that's good.
It's either going to go really well or really south. You didn't want to be here tonight.
Alexia called me crying that Todd wasn't coming, and she said, I need you.
Because I feel I'm here to also heal my best friend, but you are here to harm your best friend.
Julia, you're saying weird. I'm trying to harm Alexia? Alexia, please speak. Come on.
Sometimes, I feel like you have to fight your own battle.
Now I really need you, my friend, to step in.
You had this selfish attitude of putting, in my opinion, attitude to put Alexia, who's your best friend, in this impossible situation where she had to choose.
Trust me, no one controls Alexia, especially not me.
You said you're not going to be here tonight if Adriana is here, and now you're here.
Julia, por favor.
You crawled back here when you heard that we are all moving on.
To crawl here. This is my best friend's house. I'm invited here before all of you.
Excuse me.
We're trying to get along, Julia. You're making it bad.
I know what you do. You did on people.
I thought that was I thought we were going to have a great night.
I think by Alexia having that event, and I called her and I was like, let's all start over.
I told her the same thing. Yeah, I want to be vulnerable, and I'm glad you're doing this.
But we're not crying.
We're obviously on completely different planets. First of all, I personally think that Alexia's event was not the place to do this.
Social media with
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who actually is the fakest housewife of them all? Dr. Nicole wrote it.
Well,
yeah. It's gonna be Larsa.
Larsa and I right now are in a place of confusion. I just don't know where I stand with her, to be honest. And so I hope that we are able to settle it and move along and have fun, because I'm the girl's girl that's like, I just want to have fun and I want to support and fix crowns, and I just don't know what's going on right now. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like that. Just seeing your personality on the show, it just seems like, yeah, you are a girl's girl. You want to get along with everyone. And you mentioned before the Larsa Pippen drama, which kind of came out. She said something about you being the fakest or fakest cry or something like that, right?
Yeah, so it stemmed from something I said on Friday. I was at Page Six's live podcast for virtual reality with Evan. And so there was something that happened with us. They were playing a game. It was actually very, very silly. And they said, who's the fakest? EST. So you have to pick someone. I'm like, I don't know, Larsa. But I said that with some kind of intent behind it, because I do feel right now I'm confused as to what she thinks of me as being a friend to her, because I saw her as my friend. And you see me this season saying, my God, Larsa, she's that kind of girl that's going to ride with you and say, hey, you're going to kill it, Gertie. You're doing great. And and then you see me sticking up for her with Lisa, like, hey, Lisa, she's hurt. That's why she came with a low blow. And even all the way to the reunion, you see me still trying to figure out a way to make her and Nicole make up. I'm fighting for Larsa to make good with everyone, and I got her back like that, the way I have Nicole's back. Okay. I have given you a lot of grace when I felt dismissed, disrespected.
Same.
But for some reason, I'm watching one confessional at a time, one episode at a time, and I'm like, what is Gertie talking about? Why is she even talking? Oh my God, I'm so confused. What did she say? And I'm like, okay, so maybe we're not as friends the way I thought we were, and you don't reciprocate friendship the way I do. I'm completely confused as to what's going on. So I'm in my feelings right now about it. And I'm just kind of like, one more episode of okay, we're on different pages as far as friendship. Right. That's what I think. And I don't think I'm lying when you see that every single time she talks about me on her confessional, it's like lost and confused. Like, she's like, I don't know what's going on. Who is she? Who is she? Pretty much. I'm like, okay, wow, got it. I'll stay away.
But I'm saying, you're saying that, I don't even know what you're saying, no offense, I have no idea what you're saying.
And that's my point, you're not listening to me. And that's not a friend I want.
Maybe if you say a few less words. Do you want me to start crying too? Do you want me to tell you everything?
I have breast cancer.
How am I supposed to know that? You're not, you have breast cancer? Are you okay, baby?
I don't like to be touched when I'm like.
I'm sorry.
I went in for one mammogram that turned into an MRI, that turned into 1, 2, 3 biopsies. And
I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna just say it. I have cancer. I have breast cancer.
How do you know?
Are you seriously asking me how I know I have breast cancer?
Like you went to
It's
the
called a
doctor and they
mammogram.
told you?
It's called a mammogram, Larsa.
Last March, routine mammogram.
Yep.
Found out that you had breast cancer. And your life changed instantly.
Instantly.
How are you, first of all?
I'm doing great. I beat breast cancer, thank goodness. I went through chemo, beat chemo, and now I'm doing my radiation, finishing up with that. So it's 4-week process. I'm on week 3, so 1 more week to go, and I'll be back to my old self, God willing.
When you got the diagnosis, what was that first emotion you felt?
Shock and denial. Like, what do you mean? Nothing feels off. I'm not in pain. What are you talking about? It's a mistake.
I didn't know.
I need you to come, please. Oh my God. I need you. I know. I'm trying to tell you, but listen to me, please. You need to listen.
I don't know what you're fighting me over.
I'm not fighting you. Listen, Larsa, stop, please. I just want you to listen to me. I need you to give me a safe space to be myself. To not say, well, 2 minutes, like, just don't judge, don't say anything to me. I haven't told anybody except for now you, my family.
What did Russell say?
Disbelief. And, and of course, the first thing he says is, we'll get through this. And he says all the right things, but you doubt yourself. Are you? Is it going to be okay? And thank God, the doctor's team made it known that I will get through this. And that's the reason why I shared it, because I knew I was going to come out on top. So I'm fortunate to be able to have, known that. But not everybody has that destiny,
I wish you would have told me this when you first sat down.
That's not something you just say when we're first down. That's not how you open up a conversation.
I don't know, they don't cut. They do like a little biopsy, or they have to cut.
They have to cut me. I hope that you take it in confidence right now, just because I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, I want to make it clear, because I have to now tell the rest of the girls, and I don't, there's never a perfect timing with these girls, that's the thing about it.
I mean, you're not going to get one. This is like serious. No. But I just want you to know that I really feel bad, and I love you, and I'm going to be here for you.
And then there's the drama with Larsa and I is kind of over, and then now there's a new drama surrounding Larsa.
And it trickles down from, so it's kind of like
I have
trickle down effect
to Gertie.
Yeah, and I'm taking it, I'm running the race, baby.
Okay.
And it's fine, when I have somebody's back, and what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. And because I have true conviction about some things that happened with the two of them in the past, it carries on to me because I was friends with her. And so we go through those kinks like this, and then you're going to see this kind of like, I call it a waltz.
But Gertie and I are both very honest and genuine, and we don't take sides just because we're friends. Like, what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong.
People expect you to and have full blindfolding, and I don't work that way.
Who are those people, Larsa?
Well, like we said, it starts with her, and the baton is passed to me, and it is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't.
What is going on? We just interviewed Gertie.
Yeah.
And okay, I see two sides on this. On one point, I see where you're trying to share the information, so the same thing that happened to you doesn't happen with them. But then I get confused when Gertie says something along the lines of like, I feel like I was testing her.
What does that even mean? Who tests cancer?
So how long were you guys having that conversation before?
So when we had that lunch scene, honestly, it was basically like I got ambushed, Teddy. I sat there and we fought for 30 minutes, and then she told me she had cancer after we were fighting for 30 minutes. So I didn't have a great response because I was in shock.
Okay, so we only saw like 2 minutes of it. So then it's like, why is she being so insensitive?
Right. How could 30 minutes we fought. We argued over her talking about me in the press. I've never done anything to her. She's had a vendetta against me from last year.
And what do you think that stems from?
I don't care. I just know one thing, that I wasn't insensitive to her. We're not friends. And clearly I see that for what it is. We are not friends. And I try to do something that I apologized to her. I shouldn't have told her story, but my intention was to literally rally her friends, not even my friends or her friends. She's closer to them than she is to me. And she literally has bullied me all year over this.
On day 1 of our trip, you asked me for a favor to not put your name in the press, and I wanted the same courtesy. I felt like you finally realized that, okay, you know what? Okay, I understand. Lord and behold, this past day, a couple days ago.
Can I say your name?
that doesn't make it right, and you know exactly that I'm not stupid.
Did I say your name?
So saying fake tears, the one that cries fake tears.
Gertie,
You don't play that game. Don't play dumb.
Gertie,
don't play dumb. You play dumb.
Stop. You're dumb. Don't.
You are absolutely playing dumb. I said playing dumb.
Whatever. Don't come at me with that.
You talk about me in the price, sweetheart.
Okay,
and then
whatever. I feel bad for you. I'm sorry. I thought it was funny.
I don't know if it's a love bite or a hate bite.
I didn't say hate bite. Stop.
Stop clickbaiting on my name, bitch.
I never said your name. You're a bitch. I never said your name. I don't need your name.
No. Okay, I'm done. Okay, give me what I get today. Okay?
You just came into my world, a little boy without a girl. You just smiled at me. It's been weeks that were up there. We made love so sweet and pure. And then I knew you were. Where's the man I come to now? With the heart of I was gone. You just turned me out and walked out the door. How could you just be so cold? What a heart and heavy blue. Now I'm lying here alone on the floor.
I thought we.
Why are you dealing with this?
No, get over here.
Why are you dealing with that?
It's not worth it for me.
Russell, take your wife.
Larsa, please, hey, be respectful. Be respectful. Be respectful.
Get away, move over.
Be respectful, Larsa.
I'm being respectful. It was
Be
a
respectful.
joke. It was a joke, Russell. It was not like that.
Why do you deal with it?
She won't even let me finish a sentence to actually understand. If you're my friend, you're gonna say, "How did I hurt you?" Let me listen to the whole thing and then react. But like, I shut
Gertie, you've been over this.
I know. Russell's told me.
It's like beating your head against a brick wall.
I know.
Stop.
You know what?
You're stressing yourself out. This is not the time. You're going through this.
I can multitask. I'm fine. It's not like I'm
no,
like
you think you can, but in this situation, this is a medical issue.
It was a joke. I made a joke. I never mentioned her name, Julia. I never mentioned her name.
But now
if
today,
it was a love bite.
I get it.
It was a love bite.
You don't know anything about me. And if you know my backstory, I've been on my own since I was 15. Get kicked out on the street with a backpack in the rain. You all have this beautiful life, and I work hard to get here too.
I feel like anything I say, even my opinion, is going to be wrong. It's going to be taken the wrong way. So I don't want to say anything right now.
No, it's not.
I just rather not say a thing. I'm really sorry that you're going through that. I really am.
What you guys don't understand is that yesterday in the canal with the boat, with all of these little homes you see beside the dog stuff.
Look at the dogs. Larsa, Gertie, the white dogs. They're all white dogs. They need a bath.
¿Y qué es esto? ¿Por qué hay perros?
Look at they haven't been bathed in like a year.
They want food. Look at them. They're asking us for food. I'm going to throw it to them. I'm going to throw. Can I throw them some food, you guys?
Oh my! No, please do not.
Should I give them some food?
Oh my God! Please, Lisa, sit down. Sienta.
I feel like I need Basky. I miss my doggy.
Oh my God! No.
You're gonna feed the dog? No, eso no se puede hacer.
That
no.
dog will lynch back at me. Look at this one. It's like a ghost.
David, eso no se hace, ¿verdad? No, hey, Pito. Señor, disculpa.
No te preocupes.
Sí.
Los dueños de los cachorros vienen también a darles de comer.
Oh, sí. Okay.
You guys, the owner probably feeds them.
It's okay. It's just.
And just because it's a small home or it's this and that doesn't mean that these people are not feeding their dogs or they don't have healthy food.
That's not what I was saying. I can't fix your problems.
You know what, Lisa?
I can't.
What do you want to do? Like, I feel like I'm the closest to Lisa, and I'm trying to explain to her that I listen to all your stuff gladly. You're my best friend, and we go back and forth.
Talk about my life.
Talk to me about what I was doing. It's none of your business. You made a comment. You had something to say.
There's little kids.
Please, let's
Hola. From day. I just signed papers to end my marriage, pretty much, and you're gonna come at me after feeding dogs so they think they're hungry?
Not nice.
How dare you?
Everything's about Lisa. Like, to be honest, I'm quite sick and tired of it.
Oh, you did the short one. I like it. Oh boy, no, that looks like a hairy pussy. No. You know what? You guys are right. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just not even gonna talk to her. I think that she should apologize. It's heating up there. I was not listening, but I could help it but listening while I was getting my cucumber water, vodka. She's saying things.
Right now?
Yes.
She's upset right now?
She thinks you are entitled, spoiled.
Ew. Like JK, but like maybe not. But thank you for watching. But you hating ass bitches always have something to say. Hating ass bitch, but you're still watching my vids. What? You're so upset. But that's like okay, because have a piece of bread, have a Xanax, relax, because I said what I said.